Hello friends, happy weekend, happy Sunday, or whenever you're watching this. I am in my car right now. As you can tell, I just dropped my daughter off at the dentist and I had to go get gas. And I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We've gone from above zero 2 days ago to right now on my car, it's reading minus 22 Celsius. It is minus 35 with the wind chill. I ask myself on days like this, why do I live here? But I love it here. It's like balance, right? It's that the cold and, you know, we have really warm summers. We have such a drastic change in weather. Why do I live here? I'm very thankful this morning. I sure as heck was thankful to wake up and to have a really warm house and be able to keep myself out of the cold and have a warm car. I wanted to come on and invite everybody who watches this to the 12/21 activation on December 21st. That is on Wednesday. We're doing an activation into the 0 point energy. What the 0 point energy is, it's that energy of creation. You think it's between the in-breath and the out-breath. That point of stillness is where all your power lies. That's why we meditate. That's why we calm our nervous systems. It's that point of stillness, that non-resistant state is where all of our power lies, with creation, with healing, with anything. You know, when we calm that super logical mind, which is important, but when we calm it and pair it with our heart and work through our heart and live with our heart, we become these beings of, like, so many of us are afraid of our power, because when we start to tap into our true powerful essence, our divine essence, we then realize what we've been doing our whole life has not been serving us. What we place our intention on, our attention on, which is generally the worst case scenario, the plan B, C, and D, oh my gosh, I can't do this. We set that resistance up for our system. We are these conduits of energy. And if you have a bunch of blockages and resistance in your system, you can't allow that energy to flow through you how it's meant to flow through you. We must sit in stillness. That's why that 0 point is so important. And that's what this activation is going to be all about, is coming back to that divine essence, coming into that stillness so that we can activate our higher consciousness. And when I use the word higher consciousness, it's no different than anything else. It's a wider perspective. It's opening up. And like with ascension, with all these buzzwords that go around, they're not making anybody higher or better than anybody else. It's just a frame of reference. It's an understanding on a scale of where your energy's sitting, where your thought forms are sitting, where your emotional forms are sitting. And by any means, when you're in a higher level of consciousness, you still have days where you're like feeling dragged down by things going on around you, because we're human. We're human. Like, we're still living a human experience. We cannot remove ourselves from it completely, because when we're removed completely and floating around up in the ethers, we are also not as powerful as we could be. It's about balancing that higher within our body, tuning in into our body. So that's what I'll be going through. I'll be channeling light language. For those of you who've been to my channeling sessions, it always comes through. Guided deep meditation. If you're not a spiritual linguist, it's neuro-linguistic programming. I am also a hypnotherapist. It's coming into that subconscious realm in our mind and rewiring these things, rewiring these thought forms that come up. When you're having a day where I had some social anxiety going on the other day. I'm not gonna this is why I guide people and how I do it. I still have moments. I was nervous. I was, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? And I realize it now, where before I'd go down the rabbit hole with it. And I'm like, no, I got this. I got this. Like, me thinking about everything that could go wrong is going to create all these things to happen. So I just started telling myself, I am awesome. Everybody loves me. Everybody appreciates my wisdom. I say the right thing at the right time. And the universe, God, source, always provides for me and is always there for me, especially when I need it most. I don't have to overthink. I don't have to overplan. It just all comes. And it did. It was a wonderful day, a wonderful night. And you know what? It was great because I had fun. I let go of my inhibitions and I had fun. That's what life is about. Having fun. That 0 point of creation is where these beautiful ideas come from. Like, you think of Einstein or any great inventor. They knew about this. It's that intuitive knowledge. It's not within us. It's with us. It's this beautiful energy that flows through us. And when it flows through unencumbered and unblocked, it becomes more and more loud within us. We feel, sense, and know it. And we are like, oh, this is it. Have you ever had moments in your life where you're like just driving or doing something you love and you just have this overwhelming feeling of gratitude where it's almost emotional? That is that energy. It's so beautiful. And when we can tap and tune into it and realize that we can do this at any time during the day, we can tap into it anytime. There's no special time. I will teach you how to tap into this. We will attune you. It's like our brains are radio receivers. It's like our minds are dials on our radio. We want to attune to these energies to flow through us, to these telepathic energies coming to us. So if you'd like a little assistance with that and jumping into that, come join us on Wednesday at the activation. It's going to be great. I haven't hosted an activation in a while. I just really felt this month it's super important because we're heading into this new year, this 2023 year. We've gone through all this shit the last couple of years. 2022 was pretty awesome. 2023 is going to be expansive beyond belief, where we realize that abundance is all around us. And abundance doesn't mean money, because money is just energy. It means everything. Abundance of love, abundance of relationships, abundance of money, yes, abundance of our self-worth, our creativity. This is what we're bringing in, and it's so amazing to be in this time. We do not have to think about these dark forces coming up. Let's remove this from our mindset. There's no battle when you get to the point where you realize the only battle going on is in your mind. And when you have that battle going on within your mind, you welcome those energies in. So if you remove the battle in your mind, the energies can't touch you. They can't knock you off kilter. You have the power to shift that mindset. And I want to remind you of that every moment, especially in those moments that seem dark and dismal, because it's your mind that's bringing this to fruition. A lot of the time too, actually every time when you start to expand, you'll see a lot of these quote unquote negative things start to come up. And what this is you're brushing off these old energies, and they still keep coming up because they want to feed. So what you need to do is, instead of fixating and worrying about them, oh my gosh, what have I done wrong? Am I not doing this right? No, you just go, nope, I pay you no attention. I release you. I send you unconditional love. And now I am back in my divine essence. And yeah, sometimes it's easier said than done, but just get used to these mantras in your life and get used to knowing that you run the show in your life. Everything else is a mirror around you for what's going on within you or what's being released. In my healing sessions, my group healing sessions, I always speak about, when we release energies or thought forms or emotional forms from our physical body, they can actually get stuck in our aura. So what will happen is, if we don't cleanse them out of the aura, that's where you'll start attracting things back, and they can actually reattach. So this way it's so important just to continue to be like, no, you're gone. We're done with this. I cleanse my energy. I remove anything that is no longer serving me, any connections to other beings, other energies, thought forms, emotions. I grant you gone. And, energy sweeping is powerful because it's all intention. But yeah, I just wanted to come on. I'm like, it's awesome. It's a great day. It's a great weekend. I felt super creative. If anybody else is feeling super creative right now, go with that. It's so important. The creative juices, the creative flow are what bring you back to that miracle, that God source essence that you are a piece of. Thank you. Unconditional love to you as well. I love you so much. I'm going to go try to stay warm. I got my big parka on today. It's so cold. And I had to park outside because I have a garage full of tile and cabinets for my renovation in my house. I'm so spoiled. I had to park on the driveway last night. My car was so mad trying to start it this morning. But yeah, I just want to remind you of how amazing you are and how beautiful you are. And your perception is everything in your life. Your attention is everything in your life. So begin to step into that. Don't let those dark thoughts, don't let that negative, nasty voice take over. Brush it away. Feel what you need to feel, release what you need to release, and then be like, no, I am a goddess. I am a god. I am awesome. I'm amazing. I got this. And then show up as that version of you who has it. I love you so much. Have the most beautiful day. I hope where you are on the earth plane, it's warmer than it is here. I'll show you a little shot outside my window. It's cold outside. It's not nice. It's not nice, but it's the winter energies. I love you. We'll see you on Wednesday. I look forward to seeing everybody on Wednesday. Bye.